What's up, my friends? Want to make a quick tutorial video on how I add a contrast therapy session guided to my Garmin watch. This is the Garmin Fenix 7X Solar Sapphire. Not sure how many names they want to add into this thing, but it has been my #1 go-to. I've worn a lot of different watches, including the Apple Ultra, G-Shock watches, and Whoops, and different things like that. Unfortunately, a lot of them have not lasted in the amount of contrast therapy sessions that I've done. This has been my go-to. No affiliation with Garmin. If Garmin watches this, that'd be great, but nope. I purchased this thing with all my own money, and this video is 100% to help you set your own workout on the Garmin app. What we're gonna do is we're gonna actually just take our phones and we're gonna go into the Garmin app. If you don't own a Garmin, this video is not going to be very helpful. But if you do own a Garmin or you're looking to own a Garmin at some point in time, this video is going to be extremely helpful because there's no apps that I've used currently, including any of the cold plunge sauna companies apps, that will allow you to actually track a contrast therapy session. And that is exactly what we're going to build in the Garmin app today. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to this app called Garmin Connect, the blue one at the top there. And this is what Garmin Connect is going to typically look like. Once you're in the Garmin Connect app, we're going to go to the button at the bottom right that says More. Click the More button. There's a whole lot of things that are going to pop up there. We're going to go to Training and Planning. And then Training and Planning is going to have a lot of different options here. What we're going to do right now is we're going to go to Workouts. Now, workouts, you can find workouts, do benchmark exercises, different things like that. But we're gonna create our own workout because there's not anything quite like it. I'm gonna quickly take this off of the screen and show you what my contrast therapy for 2 rounds looks like. This is what it looks like in the app, not what it looks like on the actual watch. I'll show you what that looks like too. This gives me an overview of 40 minutes, and what that consists of is 2 rounds. The first thing I'm gonna do is a 15-minute sauna session, followed by a 1-minute rinse off, which is basically getting out of the sauna, rinsing off the sweat, and transitioning to my cold plunge. Then a 3-minute cold plunge. Then a 1-minute move and warm up, basically getting out of the cold plunge, shaking off, jumping on a rebounder, getting back acclimated after a 3-minute cold plunge to get back into the sauna, and to repeat that twice. That's what I'm gonna show you how to build that in this video. Back to building it now. So we're gonna go to this button at the top that says create a workout with the plus. We're gonna click that. Now you'll notice on the app, on the options here, you don't have anything to do with really recovery. So Garmin, we probably need to get with the times here. A lot of people into recovery. So let's hook it up. What I have realized up until this point is that yoga is the best tracker for me when it comes to my contrast therapy up until creating this workout, because yoga gives me the important things. It gives me a timer, including my seconds, it gives me my heart rate, and it also gives me my calories burned. That's the 3 important things to me. Not super important, but the 3 things I like to see when I'm doing a contrast therapy session. So we're gonna hit the yoga button here. So it's gonna prompt us here, add notes, overview, and the steps. What we're literally gonna do is delete every single step. Prompts you, but you hit the X button and it's gonna delete the entire thing. And what we're gonna create here is rounds. So if you're someone who wants to do pretty consistent contrast therapy sessions and you want to keep it a specific length in the sauna, length in the cold plunge, and time, then figure out what's best for you. For me, I like the 15 minutes, 3 minutes. That's kind of like a pretty standard contrast therapy session for me. And the good news is, after I complete 2 rounds of what I have planned and my watch coaches me through, I can keep going on my own time. I can do whatever I want. It's not the law, but it just helps keep me on track. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit add round. Now it's gonna pop up this little line here. It says practice, and then it says recover. What we're gonna do is we're gonna click on the first one here that says practice, and you can change this to whatever you want. We're gonna hit step type, and because we're typically gonna start in the sauna, that's what I do anyway, I'm gonna hit warm up just because it somewhat has at least something to do with what we're gonna be doing. Add notes, I'm gonna put sauna in there, and then pose. We're not selecting a pose. There's a lot of pose options, right? But we're not selecting a pose. So we're just gonna keep pose off. Select a pose. Otherwise, the watch is gonna tell you which pose to do. Since we're not doing yoga, there will be no pose. Duration type, we're gonna change to time. And then duration, you can change it to literally whatever you want, whatever is most comfortable for you in the sauna. Sometimes it's nice. I'm gonna actually create another sauna session. I'm gonna create a nighttime session. I'll do 10 minutes in the sauna, right? That's kind of what I'm gonna do. So then we're gonna hit the back button. And then where it says recover, we're gonna click that. And we're gonna add a step. We're gonna call this rest. Add notes, this is gonna be rinse off, rinse off. Same thing, no pose, duration, time, boom. And then we're gonna go to 1 minute, because we wanna give ourselves a little buffer to get out of the sauna, rinse off with the hose, lake, pool, whatever you're rinsing off, to get into your cold plunge. A minute is enough for me. If your cold plunge and sauna aren't very close, or your hose isn't very close, give yourself however much of a buffer you would like. 2 minutes might be good, 3 minutes, whatever you want. This is building the exact contrast therapy session for yourself. We're gonna hit back. Now we've got that. We're gonna add another step. Cool thing is you can pick it up and you can drag it back into the repeat, the steps, right? So now we're gonna go here to step type. We're gonna do cool down because we're gonna be doing a cold plunge. No pose. This we're gonna go to time and we're gonna do I'm gonna do a 2 minute. This is gonna be my nighttime contrast therapy session. I like to do at night, I like to do a 10-minute sauna, 2-minute cold plunge, and end with a cold burst, not an actual full-blown cold plunge. So we've got that all set. Now we've got that done and we're gonna hit add step. We're gonna do one more step here and this is going to be the transition. The same thing, we'll do rest. This is gonna be the transition from the cold plunge to the sauna. Same thing, need a minute. And we're gonna hit add notes. We're gonna hit warm up. There we go. So now we've got 2 rounds, starting with a 10-minute sauna, 1-minute transition, AKA rinse off, a 2-minute cold plunge, and then a 1-minute warm-up transition back into the sauna. We can do this as many rounds as we'd like. Maybe for at nighttime, I'm gonna set this up as 3 rounds. It's a total of 42 minutes. I might not spend the full 2 minutes in the cold plunge at the end of my last round because I don't wanna get into cold thermogenesis before I go to sleep. I do wanna cool the body back down, and it's been helping me sleep a lot. But now I have this set up with 3 rounds. Tells me it's gonna take about 42 minutes. That seems fair. I'm gonna hit save and I'm gonna save this as contrast therapy night 3 round. That's fun to have friends over. It's a typical contrast therapy night and we have it saved. Now we're not done. So we have it saved in there. I have all my workouts saved in there that I've set that I enjoy doing. But now what we have to do if we want it to actually link up to our watch is we're gonna go to that contrast therapy night, 3 rounds, click that. And at the top of the phone on the Apple app anyways, at the top there's a little blue, kind of looks like a phone with an arrow. I'm gonna click that button. It says ready to go. This workout will be available when your Fenix 7 syncs. So now it's been sent, it's prepped and it's primed and it's ready to go. But now I gotta go back to the main home page and I'm gonna hit the sync button. So now it's syncing there at the top. And once it finishes syncing, sometimes it takes like 2 or 3 times. It's been kind of annoying lately. I don't know if it's because there's a new Garmin out and it's how technology typically is. But now it says it's synced. So now I'm gonna transition to my watch and I'm gonna see if it's in there. So I'll go to my activities button. You're gonna go all the way to the bottom where it says workouts. Then you're gonna go to my workouts and then there we go. Contrast therapy night, 3 rounds. I'm gonna click it. It's gonna I can walk through the steps, whatever. I'm gonna hit do workout and then I'm gonna hit go and it's gonna start. So it tells me right there, warm up, get into the sauna. It's gonna tell me what round I'm at. It's gonna start counting down. There's notes. If I click down, it'll tell me what I'm doing. Sauna, next rest. Next step is rest, rinse off. And then my favorite thing is it gives me my heart rate, my time, and my calories burned. Also, these watches are phenomenal. You have a flashlight if you need a flashlight or anything like that. Time of day, all the things that I need. And then it's gonna walk me through the steps right here. Obviously, I'm not in sauna right now, so I'm gonna end this. I don't want anyone who follows me on Strava to be like, dude, how many sauna sessions are you doing? Because I am gonna do it tonight. So stop that, boom, boom. So that's how you set a contrast therapy night up on your Garmin watch. So hopefully this helped. If you have any questions at all, pop them down in the comments below. If there's anything else you want to see on how to set up workouts, I have to give credit where credit is due. I didn't know this was an option until I started following Nick Bear in his marathon journey. This year I want to do my own marathon and I want to do high rocks, and I've been following some of his tutorials and stuff, and I didn't know you could do that. So thank you, Nick Bear, for teaching me how to create a workout and then realizing that I could create a contrast therapy workout in the Garmin app. It's been super helpful. Hopefully this is helpful to you. If this was, share it with a friend, like it, subscribe, do all the fun YouTube stuff. I'll see you guys on the next video. Have a great day and God bless.